Hello everybody, this is your Tarotscopes from Kate May myself for Monday the 1st of April, first week of April. Now what I'm going to do is, it's Mother's Day today, so I'm a super mum, I have my flowers. So this is going to be, I'm going to do two cards. The first one is on the Rider-Waite to see what's going on, and then the second card will be from an angel deck to give you a bit of guidance on that. So let's see what we've got going on for Aries. Oh, hello Bets. Bets come to join me. Aries, you've got the High Priestess. Now this card is all about trusting your gut feeling this month, Aries. It's about listening to your intuition, following what feels right, going with not necessarily what you're being told and logic, but actually using your emotion and feeling what feels right for you. You might be looking at areas of where there's spiritual studies, spiritual growth. You could be meditating. It's saying that you've got all the answers within here. And Aries, you're normally a fast and always on the go. This card is just saying just slow down a little bit and go within and trust your own judgment, trust your own guidance. But also look out for spiritual advice and spiritual guidance as well. Now alongside that, we have the Nine of Autumn. Now this card is about hard work paying off and being happy and successful, particularly if you're self-employed. And again, it says cherishing your alone time. So it's a very good support card to indicate having to just have a bit of time out and go within and know that your hard work is paying off, particularly, like I say, if you're self-employed or if you've been working towards a project that you've been trying to get the end result in. This card says trust your own judgment here and all should be well. Now we move on to Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Okay, Eight of Wands. So Taurus, this card is for you this week would be about everything's quite busy. It's a busy full-on week. Everything's a little bit up in the air. There could be movement, there could be travel going on, but it does indicate while things are up in the air, everything will fall into place. Now Taurus, you might not like everything being up in the air. You like things to be stable, you like things to be secure. So it might feel a little bit uncomfortable if there's fast packed movement that's making you sort of not feel like you've got your feet on the ground at all. But it's a very positive card, and it does indicate action, a lot of action going on around you, particularly around work and particularly around creative studies here. So don't expect a rest, Taurus. Lots of things going on. Even if it's in your mind, it's all about creative and fast-paced things, travel and movement. Now you have the Four of Autumn to support that card. So this is much more practical. This will suit you a lot better. Managing your resources and achieving balance and harmony. You might have to be careful financially, Taurus, this week about what comes in and what goes out. And you might be trying to save up for something. We've got the summer holidays coming up, so it could be an Easter holidays that you're saving up for that a little bit more at the moment. You'd be in a good position to be able to help support others, not necessarily financially, but with practical advice here as well. It's a very good stable card. It indicates that you're bringing everything together to be able to bring your stability and your security back, which is what you like. So anything that's up in the air this week, if things feel a little bit hectic for you, Taurus, just know that there's stability and a nice firm foundation coming from that. Then we move on to Gemini. Picking some nice cards. Gemini, you have the Three of Wands. Now for me, this card is about travel. It's about planning. Now ideas and things that may have been in your head last week, this week is all about action, planning and doing those things. You might find that you're working in a team, a small team, and that you're planning projects. If you all work together, this is a good outcome card for that. Future planning, having an idea about future things that are coming up, lots of new opportunities, very, very positive card. And knowing that you're going to be able to put your best foot forward here, Gemini. Take some action and it's a do-it card. Now to support that here, you've got the Queen of Spring from the Fairy deck. So this is about believing in yourself. It's about having confidence, very good loyal people around you to help you, and getting that good balance between work and play there. You could come in contact with somebody who's very friendly, very smart, intelligent, very focused there and very, very loyal. So you could find that they come in to support. They could be part of your team here and support your journey, support your ideas and supporting your ventures, but they'd be a good loyal friend to be able to do that. So good week for you Geminis by the looks of it. Then we move on to Cancer. Happy home card, Cancer. So this card is the wish card sometimes. It's about harmony. For me it's 9 out of 10, so it's like not a completed 10 out of 10, but things are looking up for you. It's very much, you like family, Cancerians. This card is about completion, family, and feeling very pleased with yourself, that you've overcome things, and either your relatives or your close friends are in good positions at the moment, so you're pleased and proud of them, and you're just feeling a little bit happy and contented that everything's going your way at the moment, Cancerians. Now if you're finding things that are a bit of a challenge at the moment, this card indicates that all should be well, and that you will be feeling a lot more emotionally contented soon. Very happy card. Now to back that up here, you have the release. So this card represents letting go of the past, one door closing, one door opening, making way for new opportunities here. So feeling happy and contented, and some completion coming up around you allows you to start something new, and allows you to release what is no longer serving you and release any negatives. And look out for opportunities that may present themselves. It's also talking about moving on, a time to move on now. So again, feeling happy and contented, looking forward to moving on and leaving the past behind you. Then we move on to Leo. Leo, you have an ending here. Now, death card sometimes freaks people out. It doesn't always have to be the death of a person, as most people know now, but it does indicate an ending of some kind. So you've got the sun in the background, so it indicates that again, that door closing and a new one opening there. End of a chapter, end of a difficult time, or something that's just finalised and finished at the moment now for you, allowing you to pursue new opportunities and open new doors. It might be simple things like the end of a bank loan that you had to pay off, and now that's finished. It could be the end of a relationship, it could be the end of a job that you didn't like. So it doesn't always have to be a negative. It can be the ending of something that you actually want to come to an end now, and that you know there is no more flogging a dead horse, so to speak. But the sun in the background indicates that new opportunities and a positive light at the end of the tunnel here. But it's always as you have closure, so you have openings. Now, oh, that's handy. Now, after this card, to back it up, supporting card is the sun, almost the opposite. And funny enough, we've got the sun here, we've got the sun there. So, I love the way that it works, that I've picked that. So, plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commitments, gratitude and blessings. This card for me is a go for it card. It's a yes card, it's a freedom card, it's a fun. So after this ending, there is fun, there is freedom, there is letting your hair down, there is vitality coming here. This really is that light at the end of the tunnel here, new beginnings coming up, and a sense of a fresh start, a lot more fun, a lot more optimism, and feeling good. And also your energies reflecting on other people as well, making them feel good, making them feel positive. So very nice cards for Leo there. Then we move on to Virgo. Oh, we're getting all the good cards. So Virgo, celebrations. We like this card, Virgo. Now this card, Virgo, indicate for me that you might need to let your hair down a bit more this next week. It indicates that there's a lot of fun to be had. You've got the free will and the choice whether to have it or not. But it indicates that fun, freedom, socialising, nights out with the girls, or just being in a good position to celebrate here. It does bring good news with it, and you might find that it's simple as a birthday, or there could be several. Usually when I get this card when I'm doing a reading, I feel that there's several reasons to celebrate, not just one. So Virgos, you might have several birthdays this week or anniversaries, or you might just feel like the spring is in the air and that you want to take the opportunity to socialise a little bit more now. It's very connected around female energy, the feminine energy, and just letting your hair down and enjoying yourself. It's not about rules, regulations, structure or commitment. It's almost the opposite. So anything to do with commitment this week, you might not be in the mood for. You might just want to be in a bit more of a playful mood there and enjoying yourself. And to back that card up, we have renewal. Now, the support card here, review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life's purpose, releasing judgments. So this card comes in quite nice, that by releasing those judgments of yourself or of others, reviewing the past, things that you want to let go of, allows you to be able to have that fun and that freedom. And releasing that judgment, so if you feel, Virgos, that you've been judging yourself or others a bit too harshly, then this card indicates that it's not doing you any good, really, and that you need to be a little bit more lighter with yourself, a little bit more fun with yourself, and not so harsh, not so judgmental, really, on yourself or others. And just think, you know, life's too short, enjoy it there. So by reflecting over the past, you should be able to see that your life's purpose is becoming a lot more simple now, and that you can enjoy it there. Then we move on to Libra. Libra, you have the Five of Cups, the first card that we've picked that's a little bit emotional here. Now this card can reflect a sad time or a time where there could be loss, but it also reflects having to be very positive. So Libra, if you're going through some emotional challenges at the moment, you know the saying, look at the cup half full, not half empty. This card indicates just that, to be able to look at that cup half full. It's indicating that the need to really think about a situation so it doesn't have to be as bad as what it could be. So if you're making some mistakes around finances, this week you've got the chance to kind of recoup some of that so that it doesn't have to be as bad as what it could be. It's if there's been a lot of tears, it's indicating that now's the time to start picking yourself up a little bit and looking at the positives in life, and what life has to offer you, not sort of just looking at what's being taken away, but looking at what's still here. Now, the supporting card here, oh, that's interesting. It's Five of Autumn, so it's about support, it's about reaching out for others. It's not the best card along with this one for a career change or to make a financial choice of any kind at the moment, so just be warned. I did pick this card myself a while back, and I still went ahead with it, so I knew it was going to not turn out right, and it didn't. And I was able to make the best out of it, fortunately, but you know, for me they're that true. So it's not, Libra's the best time to do something new, and this supporting card just backs that up as well. You may be feeling challenged all around here, so take the support that you can, whether it's from a friend or a partner or a relative there. Take the support and know that you're not going through things on your own, and that it's a temporary feeling, it won't stay with you. All right. Then we move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, okay. Now this again is a trying card. It can be about being left out, Scorpios. This week you might find things a little bit difficult financially. You might be a little bit trying. So if you've been spending a bit too much, then this week is the week to rein it in. You might find that you're tired a little bit extra this week, and with the clocks changing today, I had a 2-hour sleep on the way back from Weymouth today. I was exhausted. So you might find, Scorpios, that your energy levels are dipped a little bit this week. But this card, you've got a choice around it. So you can go and get support, you can go and get help, you can go and get rest, or you can struggle on your own. So it's up to you which way that you take it this week, Scorpio. 1 minute. Okay, I've had to come back because one of the cats got a bird. So I had to stop filming at Scorpio and go and get Colin to rescue the bird. So I'm just going to start again with Scorpio. Scorpio, yeah, difficult time this week with finances, with your emotions. But like I said, if you caught the beginning of the end of the other video, you've got two options. You can go inside and get the help and the support, or you can be stubborn and you can go on your own. So you just have to weigh up options there, Scorpios, whether you want to take that support or not. But just be aware of your energy levels this week, Scorpio. You might be feeling tired. You could be feeling a little bit run down, and it could be just simply because we've had the clocks change today, or simply because it's been hectic and busy for you. Be careful around your money, about what comes in and what goes out, but just be prepared for a little bit of slower pace this week. Now your supporting card, Scorpio, talks about the 5 of Spring here. So again, it's about challenges here. You might find that there's battles. It could be within your mind, it could be with the people connected around you. You might find there's a little bit of competition going on this week and that you can't really be bothered with it. And you might be feeling a bit left out from the competition as well, and you know, you might have to sort of work a little bit harder with that. But this card indicates just stepping out of anything that is causing you any challenges or any difficulties there. And if you find that other people's opinions are getting too much for you, then just remember it's opinions, it's not a right or wrong. Okay, now we move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you've got the Four of Swords here. This is about rest and recuperation. So you may have been very busy recently, and this week it's about rest, recuperation. It could be that you're visiting somebody where they're not very well at the moment. What it does indicate, though, is that you need to step back from things at the moment. If there's something particular on your mind or particular draining at the moment where your focus has been taken over, this card indicates that you just need to take a step back and relook at things, reevaluate things, so that you can have a lot more strength around you. Excuse me, and come back a lot more fully charged. So it's a temporary respite card, allowing you to come back fully charged. And the supporting card to go with that, Sagittarius, is the Dreamer. So this card is about new chapters. So after your respite and having a bit of time out from a situation, taking a step back, not overthinking things, you then come back fully charged to be able to start a new chapter here. New adventures, new opportunities, and feeling a lot more energized, feeling a lot more younger, a lot more vibrant, and a lot more enthusiastic to take life back on. Good supporting card there. So after Sagittarius, we move on to Capricorn. What have we got, Capricorns? So next week for you, Capricorn, you've got the Eight of Swords. So this card is about, for me, feeling a bit trapped, feeling a little bit frustrated and a little bit hemmed in. You might have to, for me, think outside the box a little bit next week. Capricorns, things aren't so black and white as you would like them to be. You might be feeling a bit frustrated around the home area or within the work, or just mentally, that it's kind of one step forward, one step back and going around in circles. But this card does indicate, again, it's a temporary measure. It's not going to stay there. And you can see that she's not completely trapped. She can sort of waddle out of that. So by thinking outside the box, seeing things from a different point of view, you can get out of a situation that might be blocking you or is trapping you, Capricorns, there. Now, what do we have for the supporting card? Ace of Summer. So Capricorns, this indicates, it was a beautiful card, indicates new friendships, new love, new hopes, beginning of a new relationship or a new emotional time for you. Could be baby news, rebirth. Very, very good for spiritual people here with new creative ventures. So by thinking outside the box, you can start to live the dream, really. You can start to have a fresh start to new creations, new life, new love, making new friends, and being in a very good position to have a lot of abundance around you. So just be aware this week, Capricorns, if you are feeling a little bit trapped and a bit frustrated, that there are other opportunities for you, there are other options, and as everything, we have different timelines that we can go through with our free will and choice, but this is a very good one if you think outside the box and don't allow yourself to be too trapped and frustrated. But it is a temporary card, so after this temporary feeling of trapped, you will start to see things blossoming and things being a lot more exciting for you. Now we move on to Aquarians, which is what Mr. Flower is. So what have we got here? Now this does make sense with him. So this week is all about juggling. It's about juggling money, juggling opportunities. You might find that there's two things to deal with this week, Aquarians, and you might find that you're trying to keep your head a little bit above water. It's asking you to be practical with your decisions, weigh things up, not to be too emotional with it and follow your heart, but actually be a little bit more practical with it. Emotionally, the trouble is behind you now, so this week does see things getting a bit lighter there, although you still are doing a little bit of a dance to other people's tunes at the moment, particularly on a financial matter there. And obviously it's the beginning of the week, so it could be bill time for a lot of you there, so you might find you're sort of robbing Peter to pay Paul. But it does indicate that you'll have the finances to do that. So with the choices and decisions, there's two options that you might have to weigh up this week, Aquarians. And your supporting card is the World. So either one is a good opportunity. The World for me is about loose ends being tied up, things coming full circle. I wish you could have smelly vision on this, because I've got these really nice, God, I can't even remember their name now, but they sniff snow nice, and I can smell it. I've forgotten their name. But yeah, shame you can't smell it. Anyway, the World, new opportunities, new things coming around you, travel, loose ends being tied up, Hyacinth. Things coming full circle, Hyacinth. Things coming full circle and allowing a new chapter and a new venture for you here. A brilliant success, freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete is what it says. So there is a strong indication about overseas things here, but also whichever direction you're choosing, Aquarius, it looks like it's going to be a success for you. And you might have two jobs that you're weighing up as well there. Now, the last one that we come to is Pisces. Pisces, lots of emotional choices for you this week. You could find that something looks too good to be true, and it may well be, and you could find that something that you're thinking is bad isn't as bad as what it is. So try not to overthink. This card is all about choices, decisions, and illusions and delusions, which can be quite strong for Pisces anyway. So you are going to have to act quite sensibly this week, and maybe not too emotional this week. You could find that you've got to find out all the facts, all the figures, get all the information before you make decisions, because you could find that if you just go rushing into something, it's not what you first expect there. People and situations could show their true colours as well, and just learn from mistakes in the past. If you have made some rushing in mistakes, that you've got some options here, and lots of emotional choices as well. Now the Hermit with that, the supporting card indicates for me that it would be better to step back this week. It would be better to take a bit of time out, reflect, go within, and maybe not be quite so forceful with anything here. You might want to think about all your hopes and dreams, things you've put in a little box, and then you can start getting those out of the box once you've reflected and realised what it is that you want to do there. Take a little break from things. This card isn't about making a decision now, it's about making a decision when you've got all the information. So take a little break, have some time out, and really think about weighing up all your options, Pisces. So I hope that helps you for the week. I'm about to do another YouTube vid for the whole month, so you can see on my YouTube channel, Kate May, Modern Day Mystic, the next video from that. Thank you very much. Have a good week, everyone.